So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, Fernando? Fernando.
Yo.
What's going on?
The drummer man.
Good. How's it going, man? How's it going?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. We're talking to the drum king.
His bio said a professional drummer.
Oh, it's a professional drummer. I saw drum king there. I'm like, yeah. Let's talk to the drum king, man. Otherwise, how you doing?
I'll explain later how that name came about.
No, you must explain now before we start, because our questions are going to go another direction. You know, we're going to go another direction. Maybe we must start there. Yeah.
Let's start there.
Yeah, because when I started playing, I didn't have a nickname.
Yeah.
And it was a time where J Star was being called J Star, and all the other guys had their names.
Yes.
So I was picking up, man, the drum, and so somebody asked me, "What is this?" And I said, "No, this is a drum throw."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, so you're like a king when you're playing the drums." And then they started calling me Drum King ever since then. So it just stuck around with me.
Nice. It's a beautiful name. It's a beautiful name. I like it for you. Okay, for the people who don't know who Fernando, tell me if I'm pronouncing your surname right. Paulus. Is it Paulus?
Oh yeah, Paulus. Yes.
Yes. So for the people who don't know Fernando, how would you introduce yourself to them?
Oh yeah, no, I'm a drummer, professional drummer, like homie say, from Namibia. So I'm a session drummer and music director locally here as well. Mm-hmm. And not only that, I also have a side job into ITs, but mostly I'm a musician and I'm playing for some of the well-known guys in Namibia and also some in Angola. But I was also fortunate to play for South African guys like Judith Sipuma them whenever she toured here. And there's this other lady, I forgot her name, and I don't know how I forgot her name. She does house music, a white girl that does house music from SA, and I don't know how I forgot her name.
Oh, I forgot Polly Ray.
Ray, yeah. She had a concert. Holy Ray, she had a concert here, and we were able to play for her here as well. Yeah,
I played for Holy Ray sometime.
Yeah.
But she was younger then.
I
played for her. She was younger then. I think she was still coming in the music industry. And then we just had a band that played for her.
No, nice.
And now she's up there.
And now she's a big deal.
Yeah, she's a big deal now.
So, Fernando, every time when we start our interviews, what we like to get to the depth of who you are. So, how were you as a child?
Raised in church, obviously. Very, very musical as well because the family is musical. I was always the music guy, man, in school, man. Though I did good grades there, but was mostly on the music side. But yeah, I grew up in church like everybody else, and with Angolan parents in Namibia, actually.
Okay.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, but that whole childhood, were you like naughty? Were you like no, just books? What was your childhood like? Yeah. What were you doing as a young boy?
Very, very, very naughty, to be honest. I also grew up in a township in Vindu called Katitura.
I know Katitura.
So yeah, so that Kolkata, to be exact, that's where the funny stories are. There's also a place next to Kolkata called Soweto.
Oh really?
It was called It is called Soweto because there were no offense to you guys, there were a lot of gangs there, man. So
so Soweto is
it's known for that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So because of where you were,
then you were, what kind of naughty is this that we're talking about? Is it like the normal, liking girls?
Stealing sugar kind of.
Yeah, stealing sugar kind of naughty, or was it like a naughty, which is a Soweto kind of naughty?
No, lucky for me, I didn't get to the Soweto kind of notice. It was just this, those small things, man, that the parents can handle.
Okay.
Yeah.
No police and things like that necessarily.
Yeah.
So
no, nothing like that. Yeah.
Now, okay, you playing in I think because you mentioned that you grew up in a church environment and your family is also musical, but do you have a recollection of how you were introduced to music? Is there an event or something that happened where you remember clearly that, you know what, I think I'd like to play music, and was it drums?
No, that's a good question actually. Even though the family was exposed to music for a long time, I really didn't have interest in music. We didn't have a drum kit in our church. So they were playing drums from a keyboard. So it was just keyboard, bass, and guitar. So one time they brought in a drum kit. And when I saw it, that moment, I already knew that's, what I wanted to do. I think I was about 5, 6 years old there.
Yeah.
Because I remember I remember I had to start school. I think 6 years old. Then I had to start school that year. So yeah.
And then when do you start playing the kids?
It came naturally, man. Like I always had the rhythm, playing on boxes and all those things. So basically, when I got to the drum itself, they just needed to show me, like the guy was playing drums, where to put the foot for the kick, and that was basically it. I could naturally, play a beat just by knowing which one is the kick. Okay. So I think it came natural to me as well.
Around that age of 6, is it 6 when you're 6 years old? Is this when all of these things are happening, or is it much later?
I think 6, 7, 8 there. That's when I tried it at 6 and 7. I started playing, like they always gave me the last song in church.
Okay.
We always had to fight for that one. Yeah. so that's where it started. Yeah.
And who's the drummer that was playing when the one that taught you those small things?
Okay, this is actually a local in Namibia. He's a well-known producer. He actually produced for some of the biggest guys who went on to become big. His name is Pedrito. Because he was also in SA. I think he worked with some. He used to work with. Who's the guy from? I keep forgetting his Arthur. Yeah,
Arthur.
They used to be friends, man, and he used to go there, travel there to go learn some stuff or help him with some stuff, and then come here. So he started playing in church and for a year or two, and then he left, and then we took over there.
Oh, nice. So then he's the one that introduced you. Yeah,
definitely.
The whole producer comes back to church.
Yeah. But he left, man. He left, yeah.
So this guy used to do all these gigs and come back on Sunday and play at church.
Yeah, that was him, yeah. and now I'm the same guy. Now I'm also like that.
Hey, another producer.
But I try my best to be there, man. I'm doing well, yes.
Yeah. So the gig that sets up everything for you. Okay, cool. At least now we're starting to see that beginning parts of your journey. But
pattern,
but which is the gig? That's before I get to that, the gig that set it up for you. But I want to know, your first professional gig that pays you. How much does it pay you? Can you remember? And who are the band members that you're playing with in this gig?
Oh yeah, this one, it was back in college, music school, the College of the Arts in Bentuk. So I was 14 years old. The drama that was initially supposed to play that play, it was an independent celebration play. The guy, he also moved to South Africa, so he moved to Johannesburg.
Okay.
So he left that position vacant. So I jumped in there, and you won't believe my first professional gig was actually in Finland. Because they took that tour to Finland, and though I was rehearsing, but the professional one was in Finland. And the payment was massive, man. I remember. No, it was massive. Lucky for me, but after for 10 years, I didn't make that much money again from a single gig because that one was a tour.
Sure.
So yeah, I remember my dad was able to use that money on some things at home as well. So it was pretty decent, yeah.
Wow, so you didn't even get to use your first salad.
I know. I bought books, school books, and paid my school fees from
nice
and all those things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And now you didn't have you couldn't fail now because
you couldn't fail now.
Surely
I couldn't fail.
Yeah. So now you're 14, you're in Finland. What's going through your mind?
It was massive, man, because those were like, when Africans show up in European countries, always packed, man. So lucky for me, since it's a play, we were behind, we were backstage, we were playing backstage. So I wasn't really exposed to people, man, and it was simple traditional things. But either way, man, the experience was huge. I left with one of my uncles to take care of me there while we were there. So it was very nice, man. Like they could have gotten a professional guy. Yeah. they had to take somebody from the college, man. So that's how I made it there.
Yo.
Wow. So you come back from Finland and you're still in the same position, 14 years old, you haven't been in Finland, now you're the big drummer in Elukshin.
Yeah. It kicked off from there, man. It really did. It kicked off from there.
Everybody's calling you now.
Yeah, I started playing, for a couple of local guys. There was one guy. He's a reggae artist. His name is Rashiama, local guy. He, at the time, he was huge in Germany and France.
Here's another tour coming.
So I was playing for him at that age, man. Yeah.
And did you get to travel a lot with him still?
Oh yeah. At 18 we did a whole European tour.
Hey.
Yeah. And then I think. Yeah, and then we also did the African tour. Like my first time in SA, playing in SA, it was at Baseline.
Yeah.
Was also with him. And yeah, so yeah, he really took me to places, man, because he was a popular reggae artist in the festivals. Those festival famous guys, yeah.
Sure. So your relationship with your parents, how is it? I mean, because I'm thinking about, how you are explaining your life at a young age. Now you have to be traveling the way you travel. How did they take it? Were they supportive, or were they like, hey man, just as long as it doesn't get in the way of your schooling? How was it? How was your relationship with your parents?
No, relationship is good because I'm lucky. One of the band members for Rashiama, his name is Rashiama. He was my uncle. So he was playing keyboard. He's like my mother's brother.
Okay.
So yeah, I was always with him, man, and that was very good for me. Yeah. So they were happy with that.
Oh no, nice. Jump in, Lee.
Since you're such a traveling drummer, let's just detour a bit.
Yeah.
You having traveled this much, what's your take on music? Having traveled this much compared to your home music, and the culture thereof.
What I found out there is that people there, they really appreciate something new. They really do appreciate something new compared to here. Here it has to be very famous first in order for them to accept it. Sure. But over there, if it doesn't sound like something they are aware of already, they are on it, man. So yeah, so the support, that's how it's so funny, man. We have one artist here. His name is Elemoto. Just to give you perspective, he's from his family is from Swaziland. His name is Elemutu. So he's a Tswana guy. Yeah. So that guy in London back in 2017, he sold out 20,000 venue in UK. But locally, is that the O2? No, for real. Like he sold out 20K it was in London. but here locally, the furthest he can go is like 1,000 only.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what we were able to learn. You know, traveling.
So the appreciation is much bigger outside than home.
Yeah, and I think a lot of artists should try that, and they will realize it's big out there,
especially in Europe. So what would you say has influenced your approach in music?
To be honest with you, I don't know if you guys still remember Kwazi Shange from Joyous Celebration.
Yes,
bro. Hey, I was like, I was so hooked on Joyous. I was hooked on Kwazi. I built my drum to sound exactly like Joyous Celebration 2 and 3. He has a big influence on my drumming, and then and my music at Joyous, obviously, and then there is Spyro Gyra, those guys, the jazz side as well. So those are the two that influenced my music career. But yeah, and then later on the musical directing part, it's the Adam Blackstones and those guys. Yeah.
Nice. Jabili.
Yo, so since you have Ubazi background, your snare drums are gunshots.
Yeah.
You tune them to be gunshots, I'm sure.
Yeah, man.
Because he didn't play with his snare drum.
That is Kwazi. Go on YouTube and try listening to Kwazi Shange. Eh? I'm telling you, I got all of that approach from Kwazi Shange. Like, if you just go on YouTube, it's Kwazi.
No, Kwazi was a Sorry. I was saying Kwazi was it was a university. I can tell a lot of stories about many different instances where either we're playing and he was playing, or always tight, always very hard on that snare, always and it was a free thinker, man. I think thinking about the era and the time, the things that were happening around the time, I just feel like Kwazi Shange was really ahead of his time. But
for real.
No, most definitely, man. I think it was ahead of his time, and even now we still go back to listen to stuff that he did like years ago. I mean, he recorded everything in the country. All those hits, man, was just him on the
there.
All the beats that we are playing in churches today, the roots are with Kwazi. He's the one who brought them, and everybody just built on from there.
No, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lee.
Have you listened to anything that Rob Watson did?
Are
you familiar with him?
No. Maybe maybe.
Yeah, well, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe you might have heard it from some of the other.
In passing.
In passing. But I'll share something with you later. And you'll just let us know if you do know something that Rob did.
That would be great.
Yeah, no, it definitely would be great. No, I wanted to talk now a little bit more about because you're a music director, and I think it's very rare. It's actually especially in South Africa, you don't find a lot of music directors that are drummers. Do you play other instruments? And how have you found the journey of being music director as a drummer in your country?
I play some guitar and a little bit of keyboard as well, but I mean bass guitar. I love bass, man.
Okay.
If I wasn't going to be a drummer, I was probably going to be a bassist. Because I love the bass. So it's a funny story how I started being a music director. El Breezy, if you guys, El Breezy.
Yes.
He was doing the Namibian Annual Music Awards, like the music, like arranging the music and sequencing. He was doing it, I think, for 2 years. And then the locals started complaining, now we need a local guy to start doing this, So I took over from El Breezy. I think it was 2017. He did the last one, 2015. It's a local music awards here.
Okay.
So I took over from him in 2017, and that opened up a lot of doors. But but for big band that we're talking about, together with my uncle, the other one who was touring with me all those years. Yeah, we were also doing the same for big band, but for the awards, that's now where it solely came now to me, you know, to do it. And yeah, I took over from Breezy, so I just followed in everything he was doing. And ever since then, learning the programming and arranging and all those things exactly in the way that he did the stuff.
Yeah. So, but was this now the first time that's okay? Yeah, I heard you saying that you did it with your uncle, but I'm just trying to figure it out. Now you're doing it by yourself, right? This directing gig. Are you the only one you know in your country, or there's a couple of other people who do that as drummers?
As drummers, no, I wouldn't say I don't think there's other music director drummers because I don't know. There's this whole thing that drummers can't be music directors, so a lot of them have followed in that. Yeah. So most of the music directors, are mostly guitarists, keyboard players, and as usual, those guys, mostly the keyboard players, who are music directors. Yeah, but there's a couple who are trying, but but not on that level yet. But yeah.
Okay. Lee.
How's the music industry in Namibia compared to us? Yeah. Is it fast paced or is it just laid back?
I was thinking about the same question.
Yeah. So I would say in Namibia there's levels. Like in SA, you guys would have about 20, 30 guys all playing a lot of big gigs. But here it's only 3 guys that are playing the big ones. So those three guys, I would say it's almost the same with some of some of the guys in SA, because they're the ones playing here, and also they'll be used in Angola as well, because Angola also uses Namibian musicians as well.
Okay.
So yeah, between the two, it's working. But I wouldn't say at that at that big number like in SA, like where you guys have Bo Sabu, Sinikiwe, all of these guys playing, big gigs. Here it's you can count them, like it's just 3 or 4 that are playing the big gigs here. But it's paying. It's not bad. It's a good league.
And I mean, if there's just 3 of you, then there's a whole lot of gigs to be done.
They're rocking.
So you've got a weekend full of gigs.
I would say you average 2-3 per week here. So
and that's normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense.
I wanted to find out if it's just 3 or 4 of them. In which genre? Like all genres?
Oh yeah. Okay.
You guys are rocking. You're rock stars there.
I would say, okay, the gospel industry is only picking up now, but before that, it was mostly, the secular gigs that are having a lot of guys. So most of the other guys that were playing are mostly rockers and reggae guys, and because reggae is also popular here, like for live bands.
Sure.
And yeah, so those guys are playing a lot. But now, like the hip hop guys, Kwaito is still happening here.
It's big.
It's there in SA.
It's big. Yeah, I know it's big in Namibia. They play old like yo.
Old Kwaito.
Yo.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I've been bubblegum. I think last time I heard like old school, like bubblegum, like a 90s kind of a vibe. I was like, yo, these cats.
Serious?
Yeah, it's still happening. Yeah, Kwaito is still happening.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Are your parents pastors?
We've been influenced heavily by SA, man. So it's basically almost the same here. So like in terms of what's happening there, it's also happening here.
Do you have any aspirations of moving to SA, or are you cool where you are?
He wants to go to SA.
That's a good question, bro. In 2015, I wanted to relocate to Cape Town, and
Cape Town that's not the place.
Yeah.
Like, listen,
that's not the place. That's not the place. For the money, if you like money, don't go to Cape Town. Yeah.
And being a superstar.
Yeah, no. Cape Town is not the place, my brother. The figures are not.
I was told, bro. I was told. Somebody warned me. They were like, no.
Big mistake, my brother.
Establish yourself. So yeah,
I communicating there.
Hey, you almost hit a big mistake. That they helped you. Must go back and buy them something, just a small gift. You know.
No, you must
what is wrong with Cape Town now, man?
Nothing is wrong.
Yeah?
Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong with Cape Town.
Is wrong.
Brilliant musicians, a whole lot of musicians.
It's just Cape Town.
Yeah, and I mean, the gigs that side are not really money gigs. It's like culture gigs, you know. So if you like to play for the culture, I think you can try Cape Town. I know. People here are gonna murder me for for speaking the truth, but they know the truth.
They know,
It's 500 gigs, you know.
Imagine
500 rands, bro. What am I gonna do with 500 rands? What are you gonna do with 500 rands? When petrol is 23 rand a liter, you know, you can't.
Hey, listen, Brian. Killing us.
Sorry, man. Now I feel like these people are.
How much is your petrol there, man?
Your petrol is cheaper than you guys. Last I checked. I don't remember, but I know it's cheaper than S. I looked at there was a list. There was a list that was circulating around, and I don't remember how much is it in SA again?
23 rand 50 or something.
33 rand for
23 rand something. 23. Yeah, 23.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I will have to confirm, but I'll ask. We are a little bit closer to Botswana.
Oh,
we are closer to Botswana.
Bruh, listen, that's like 13 rand.
Yeah. 14 or something like that.
Yeah,
but they don't have road accident fund. All right, so so I want to know how you balance between being an IT guy and also being a busy drummer like you are. How are you finding the balance between the two worlds?
I would say I'm blessed, man. It's probably God's blessing. My job is flexible, so I can do music as much as I want. So that's my blessing, man. I've been doing this for over, I think now 8 years now, doing between the two, and it's working well, man. So a lot
like
of
a 9 to 5
understand. Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, but it's very flexible here, man, because you know when you want to, you know, settle down, buy a house, buy nice cars, you know, like you can do that with music, but it's not that consistent, man. So I decided to get into that, but I'm very flexible. I can even do it tomorrow, like it won't be a problem.
What is your boss? Is your boss a groupie?
He's a groupie. He's a chiller.
No, it's technology, guys.
It's a fan.
Technology.
Okay, so you just doing it from home. You can do it anywhere.
Yeah, you can do it anywhere you want. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How was the pandemic on your side?
In
terms of music,
2020 was ugly. 2020 was ugly, but 2021 it cooled off. Now things are almost there. I can say it's back to normal now, man. Because we started with stadiums and those things. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Full
you still wear masks?
Yeah. Like last weekend I played a gig at a stadium, so
and it was full.
Like yeah, it was full.
Hey, but listen, this place is rocking.
No, I must come to Namibia. I must come. You must advise me. You must advise me which places to go to, man. So that I come to Namibia, you know. I think I'm getting tired of South Africa, and I'm
bro. Like we need more of you guys here. No. You know, the best guys, they run to SA. They go look for things in SA. They leave the country.
No. I think I'm gonna run to Namibia. I mean, I want full houses now. We're tired of playing have full venues. You know, that thing sucks. You get there and there's like, you know, gaps in the whole space. The place can take 2,000, you're playing for 1,000. It's a whack kind of a system.
Or even less.
Yeah, or even less. I mean, we used to play for 500 people at some point. Remember when the law was saying 500 people? I mean, I'm tired. I now wish like a whole full venue. I really can't wait to just experience a thing like that. Yeah,
it has that thing.
Yeah, no, but yeah, we are moving here a little bit. Yeah, so it's getting there.
Any lessons from COVID that you took? Did you learn anything
Oh
around that
yeah,
time? Yeah. What is the one lesson
yeah.
that you'd like to share?
That 9 to 5 was very important. That is the lesson that
It saved your butt.
That's the
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it saved your butt. Hey,
Yeah,
because
man. It was ugly, man.
it saved me, bruh.
Guys were calling me during that time. Hey, bruh, don't you have studio work, man? Don't you have what? But it was really a mess, man. A lot of people were struggling a lot, man. So that 9 to 5 was helping out a lot, man. Like you didn't feel it. The only thing that I was missing is the stage, man. In terms of money, it really wasn't bad for me at that time. Yeah.
Oh no, nice.
So did you get any compensation for like the relief funds or something, or you were excluded since you're a 9 to 5?
Here there was a fund for artists to do concerts at home. So I played about 2 or 3 of those. Yeah, but yeah, it really didn't pay much. You were only going to pay your rent one time. Yeah, so yeah.
One time 30,000.
So you didn't get money like for doing nothing, because some of us got money for just being musicians.
Oh,
exactly.
For real? I heard about that.
Hey man, it was lovely. I missed a lot of them, but I got a few of them.
Some of them got instruments.
Yeah, well, I think in a pandemic, I wouldn't care about getting an instrument. I want food.
Yeah.
I want things like clothes.
You want food.
That's what I'm thinking about. Instrument during a pandemic. Sorry, guys. And that's not where I'm coming, man. During a pandemic, I want like medicine, because now they tell you that this thing you must take. What's the thing that you must steam with during COVID? They say buy eucalyptus, buy this, buy now you want an instrument. Hey, my brother, there's no time. So, but what is your dream for the industry?
My dream for
the music industry.
My dream, and it's for everybody to start playing live, man. We still have major guys here that really don't use a live band, man, and it's really not necessary, man. Like for example, if I can give you guys an example, look at Casper in your best. Like he's a really big guy, but he's not moving with the band. He's just with his keyboard player. Yes. So that's exactly what we have here, man. Like we have big guys, like who have big concerts. They are selling out venues, but they are just standing alone there. So the dream is for them to start utilizing band members, man. Like they can afford it. It's not like they don't have. They can afford it.
Or maybe they don't
if you have a big concert, you can pay the band.
Maybe they don't like. Maybe they don't like having like a live and a
live thing. It's too much admin.
Yes, because the cats they want pedium. Now I must call them. Now they need a road manager. So it needs
to go up now to accommodate them.
Yeah, and as a businessman, if I'm a businessman, if I can travel with one person and still make the same amount of money. Why can't see other people and make less money? And and they come with their nonsense also. They're like, my brother, please, I'm not available on this what. Now you have now you have to be juggling flights for someone who says they're coming from a gig in South Africa.
Bro.
Maybe they just find it easy to move like that. But
it's true. But that's the dream, man. But to stop moving like that.
To share some of that money. No, I think it's
how was the collaboration that you did with the guys here, Whiplash, during the pandemic? How did that come about for you?
That was very refreshing, man. Because man, at that time it was depressing, so that really set us off, man, to have something to look forward to and just to remember that feeling, man. Because that was really something nice, man. And I don't know why it stopped, man.
You guys are busy now.
The guys became busy.
Everything opened up.
Yeah, exactly. But they should do it again, man, some way or another.
Yeah, man.
No, dope. Yeah. I don't know how many questions you still have, Lee. Just
okay. So that should I go?
Yeah, you can go for it.
What's your ultimate kit on stage?
My
ultimate kit.
Oh, my ultimate kit. Oh, I love Pearl, man. Like I'm such a Pearl guy. Though okay, to be honest, I love the tones of Tama and Yamaha. They have some of the best tones in terms of the toms and the snares. But Pearl just gives me that freedom to play loud, man. Because I don't know why I can't do the same on the tamas and Pearl. I can play.
The reference is loud already.
Yeah, I know, but that reflex you get there, man. I don't know how the way it is designed, man. I can play really comfortable on a Pearl kit, man, and yeah, that's my ultimate kit on stage.
So your configuration will be like 8, 10, 12, 14, or 10, 12, 16? How would you configure it?
10, 12. I prefer 10, 12 to be honest, because I like those deep, when it comes to the toms, I like a deep a deep sound from it. That
You're rock and roll star.
No,
what happened to the 8?
I don't know if you know who's the guy's name. Teddy Campbell. I don't know if you know Teddy Campbell.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
I learned that from Teddy Campbell. There's just something about those big toms, man. When you're like, especially if they're properly tuned and you have a nice grip on the pocket there. When you get to those, it's just nice.
That's Lulu. We had a conversation with Lulu. He's like, no, I need to tune it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It must sing first.
So it must sing.
And he'll take out all the other toms and leave one tom. He's good.
Yeah, no, I love one tom now also, man. One tom, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's becoming my thing.
No, man. Put the 8, man. The 8 must be there. What's going on with you guys?
Once you get your touch, it's gone, man. Like your favorite touch, it no longer becomes on how nice it looks, man. It later on becomes on your touch, man. It feels like my touch now is being accommodated by one tom. I don't know if you've noticed, most of the videos that I'm posting recently, it's mostly just one tom there. So yeah, it's eating, man. It's eating.
It's the evolution. The older you get, the older you get, But get to one
must go. Symbols.
Yeah. Symbols.
So one must go. Yeah. We've got Zildjian, the K Customs, A Customs, Zildjian, Sabians, the HHX or AAX.
No,
new ones. T symbols. Which one must go?
I haven't tried those ones, but I've heard them from Sabu. I think he came here, I think last year, December around. No, not December, November, or is it October?
What's your honest opinion on the sound of them?
To be honest, on a recording, if you're recording them, they seems to be nice. They seem to give, like, it's almost like you don't have a variety of sounds. It's like they all sound the same when you're recording them.
Is that a good thing?
That's a bad thing. That's a bad thing.
It's like playing a 10.
It depends.
It's like playing a 10-inch tom and then playing a 16. And they all sound
the same. They sound the same.
Yeah,
but when you heard it live,
I don't know the feel. I haven't played on them yet, but definitely I'm a Zildjian guy, because you can hit those things as loud as you want, especially if they're bigger. I'm those K Customs, man.
You and Star Mike.
Yeah.
You like Zildjians.
Yeah.
You like hitting hard.
Yeah.
I like hitting hard, bro. Let me get my chance. Yeah.
And you don't want things to break quickly.
Yeah.
Another one must go.
Are hitting. They are hitting.
Another one must go, Deli.
Are you ready? Promac.
Let me just grab my charger.
Promac, Veta, or Zildjians on sticks?
Yeah.
We're here for brands today. We're here for brands.
For brands.
Yeah, we're here for brands today.
I would say Pro Mac, because those especially those the 5Bs are my thing because of playing loud and all. So yeah. I'm a Pro Mac guy, so yeah.
How's the supply of backline in your area? Like, do they give you a variety of drums, or they just have a certain type?
The good thing we have MyTech Direct here, as well. We have a couple of music shops here, but the good thing with MyTech Direct, they import weekly. So basically, like our options are what they have in SA already, so we can choose from there, and then they bring it in. So nice. It's very, very fast. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, you good.
Good.
Right. I can see your dog like misses you now, but I've got one last question.
All good.
Yeah, one last question. No, it's okay. The dog can also
bring him in.
Video. Bring him in. It's fine.
Yeah.
So if you were to go back to your 12-year-old self, what advice would you give yourself?
I would say, go and learn more chords. No,
more chords.
No, for real, because now, like as a drummer, when I'm doing, like when I'm arranging music, I don't. Most of my arrangements are not chord related. I'm mostly just like hits and stops and turnarounds and like I don't do a lot of chords because I don't have a lot of them, so that's what I'm learning. So I would tell myself back then, like, learn more so that you use them properly.
Okay. So equip yourself for where you are now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I guess you didn't know you were going to become a music director one time.
Exactly. You wanted to take the other route.
Yeah, you didn't know. If you knew what you know now, I'm sure you would have, checked some more piano, more chords and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Fernando, my brother, thank you very much. This brings us to the end of our interview with you.
Thank you.
Man, we are very grateful for you coming through and sharing, all of these stories with us.
Thanks for having me, man. And sorry for the run around, man. We are planning a trip to Egypt. Yeah. We are planning a trip to Egypt, man. And
yes.
Yeah, so that one was like I was, between time and those things, man. But I'm happy you guys are still stuck around, man. I'm excited for this, man.
We found you, man.
And I'm happy. Yeah.
Thank you very much, man. I'm sure everybody's gonna enjoy this episode.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Peace out.